darling. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Sun, 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 here we come. 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 It's alright. It's alright. It's all right. All right. Janine. All right. There's two. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, please accept my obeisances. Oh, what a nice new friend. It's awesome. All right, let's see. Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. And yeah, it's awesome, man. Yeah, who else wants to come on? Let's give Janine some company here, man. Come on, Amy, get up here, man. Come on, Sachi, you're ready for that. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oops. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Gauranga.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda, Sri Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Gauranga, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Beats.sv.com.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Purchase your tracks today.
Nityananda Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada,
Beats.sv.com.
Jesus Prabhupada,
Purchase your tracks today.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Beats.sv.com.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Purchase your tracks today.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Okay, everybody, turn your mics on. Let's do some japa here together. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri Sadhu. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadaha, Shrivas,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Gaurabata,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna.
Krishna, Hare
Oh, my Lord Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna
Oh,
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Oh, my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna, my Lord,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Rama,
Ah, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Krishna, Shri Krishna, Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Nityananda,
Hare,
Nityananda,
Hare
Nityananda, Nityananda,
Krishna
Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Advaita,
Hare Rama,
Shri
Hare Rama,
Advaita,
Rama,
Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri
Rama,
Advaita,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna
Nityananda,
Krishna,
Nityananda,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda,
Rama, Rama,
Nityananda,
Krishna
Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda,
Hare
Nityananda,
Krishna
Nityananda,
Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri
Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Chaitanya.
Hare.
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Krishna
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Chaitanya.
Rama,
Abu
Shri
Nityananda.
Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare.
Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna.
Chaitanya.
Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama,
Chaitanya.
Hare Hare.
Abu
Krishna
Nityananda.
Krishna.
Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna.
Chaitanya.
Rama,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Krishna
Chaitanya.
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Shri
Hare.
Krishna Chaitanya. Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Chaitanya.
Rama,
Shri
Hare Hare.
Krishna Chaitanya. Shri
Nityananda.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama.
Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Shri
Nityananda.
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna.
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Rama,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare.
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna. Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna 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 Hare.
Shri Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama.
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama.
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Goranga.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Goranga.
Krishna Chaitanya,
Goranga.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Goranga.
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Goranga.
Krishna, Krishna,
Goranga.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare. Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, 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 Krishna.
Nimai. Nitai.
Krishna,
Nada.
Krishna,
Krishna,
Nimai. Nimai.
Krishna, Krishna,
Nitai.
Krishna,
Nitai. Nitai.
Krishna.
Nada.
Hare
Nada.
Krishna,
Nada.
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Nimai. Nimai.
Krishna,
Nimai.
Krishna,
Nitai.
Krishna,
Nitai.
Shri
Nitai.
Krishna Chaitanya,
Nada.
Shri
Nada.
Krishna
Hare
Nada.
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Goranga.
Hare
Shri Krishna
Goranga.
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Shri
Hare Rama,
Goranga.
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Chaitanya,
Goranga.
Krishna
Gora
Chaitanya,
Chanting.
Shri
Gora
Krishna
Hare
Chanting.
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Gora
Krishna,
Chanting.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Goranga.
Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Goranga.
Chaitanya,
Hare Hare Krishna
Goranga.
Shri
Krishna.
Krishna
Gora.
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Gora.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Shri
Gora.
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Shri
Gora.
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare.
Gora.
Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya, Hare
Goranga.
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Krishna.
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama
Goranga.
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Goranga.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Gora
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hari.
Hare Krishna,
Gora Hari.
Krishna,
Gora. Gora.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Rama
Hare Rama, Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama
Hare,
Rama Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama. Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama. Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Rama.
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Rama.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna. Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama. Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama.
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama. Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna.
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna
Rama. Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna
Hare Rama.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama.
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna.
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama.
Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama.
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Oh my
Hare
Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, my Lord.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna.
Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama.
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna. 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 Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
So let's see, I'll read a little bit from chapter 1 of Adi Lila. Yeah. Or, let's see. Yeah. I'm going to read this verse again. This is in actually chapter 1 in Adi Lila. Yeah. Adi Lila, chapter 1. I guess I meant to read this. Yeah. The loving affairs of Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. Although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, previously they separated themselves. Now these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. Yeah. So this has never been given to the world before. This was this incarnation, which comes in every age. There's like some kind of incarnation where the Lord comes here to teach us basically more about who we are and in our relationship with God, you know, and devotees appreciate that. If you're actually a devotee at heart, you'll want to know more about the Lord. You'll want to deepen that relationship. And so this revelation is very rare. I mean, you know, I was into Jesus before, and Jesus showed me the kingdom of God. You know, I was lifted into that consciousness that he had, and he showed me what that was, and that was astounding. What is this? Oh, somebody else is here. Yeah, there's nobody here anyway, you know. Yeah, so let me go on. Don't chat or anything right now.
Maharaj is just welcoming Janine. Sorry.
Oh, Janine. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, but you see, I get off, so you know, let's try and just stick with the thing. You know, it's kind of channeling stuff. Yeah, so this is very rare. This is very rare. This to know about God as a person you can have an intimacy with. I mean, it's like the Garden of Eden and explained. You know, basically, you know, what was it like in that garden there with God and Adam and Eve? You know, we don't really know. See, but it's this kind of closeness that they had. This it's called you can only have it when you're raised into that higher consciousness, and everything is explained. I mean, that's why I really love this disciplic line. There's so much treasure here, treasure of knowledge, specific knowledge and information that you can't get anywhere else. Like these relationships between our soul and the Lord, and in various relationships. And you can actually partake in that, you know, really in that kind of relating, you know, to the Supreme Lord in the way that in a revelation of God that, you know, like if you study these books, it teaches that this incarnation comes once every 4,320,000,000 solar years. That's if you take these age of Kali Yuga from Satya Yuga. See, this is another concept taught here and nowhere else other than, well, sometimes in India you can find it, but very specific how these ages are, how long they are. And this age of Kali is like, what is it? A long time anyway. And each age is a long time. And you take one Kali Yuga to the age of, through the ages of Kali to Satya, to Treta, to Dwarka, you know, and Dwarka, and then back to Kali, I think. Okay, so 4 ages. And you do that 27 times in rotations, 27, and then on the 28th, Krishna comes with Radha to give that revelation, but only to the residents in that place of Vrindavan, and exclusively to a few other people, you know, that otherwise they couldn't enter into that. It was so deep, that relationship. You have to be very qualified. And then the Lord disappears after that Leela, and then he's thinking, for a long time, I've not just given this to people. I've not just awakened this in others. I have devotees, all kinds of devotees. Yeah, there's so many devotees, people that actually love God in different ways and different. But a long time, I've never revealed my innermost self. Yeah. And I think I want to do that. And so he came as Lord Caitanya. Okay? And brought his whole entourage from Vrindavan and others too, from devotees from all over the universe and universes. Yeah. And they all came and assembled there. And they had this Leela of teaching these relationships that are very deep and very juicy and very wonderful and very intimate. And so much depth of knowledge. This unbelievable. You even get access to it. And the more, I was telling Janine this morning, the more she says, wow, I feel like it's deep. My relationship with God's deep. Yeah, that's not, and this never ends. That's how we're enthralled forever. That gets us out of this Maya, this temporary universe, which is limited and you're always looking. You never find full rest here anywhere in the universe. It's set up like that until you find this bhakti, this intimate relationship with Source, called by different names. And this is the loveliest, the most amazing. Yeah, and so we're very lucky, and so anyway, the Lord performed this Leela 550 years ago and taught all these amazing things, and people wrote it down, and he inspired many of his associates to do a lot of writing, the Goswamis, and we have this treasure trove of information in our hands, and simply by discussing these principles and talking about Krishna in this way and his Leela, his pastimes, his qualities and everything, it reawakens that same consciousness that was here a long time ago. This is the beginning of this. This is this is the beginning of a revival of something very, very special. And people are coming now. Those who are devotees, like Janine, she's a natural devotee, man. You just can't be like that unless the way she is and not be a lover of God, and attracted. See, some inside. Jesus said, I come here to teach those who are taught by God. And I've been given the same kind of privilege, actually, to teach others who are actually taught by God in their own hearts. They know the Lord. Otherwise, that's why people we don't have droves here. Jesus had basically 11 people who they couldn't even understand him, but they believed in his word. And then when they had the awakening of the Spirit, then they could understand him better. Right? Here, it's like, it's been taken to another level. Here, people are coming. The Spirit is either already awakened in them from their previous lifetimes or advancement, or it awakens here, and we don't have to do a trip. Like you have to die, and then this thing. We just go deeper, 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 and share with the world this amazing path. And what a time to bring it! When the whole thing has fallen apart. See, we're in a destructive phase of the world. The world's being broken down for the Great Reset. I mean, I hope you don't think it's conspiracy theory yet, because it's worldwide and it's right on the websites. Great Reset, New World Order. They're the overlords have this idea in mind. That's why everything's changing. Everything's just kind of like being broken down. When you build something new, you ever see a construction site? They have an old building there. They don't, unless they're historical restorers, they break the thing down and they start again, right? You got to put on a new foundation. So that's the idea now, is they want to put a whole new foundation on the world. That's why everything's changing. It's changing. But do you think these plans that we have or the overlords have, do you think they understand everything? No. No. There's a plan within the plan. And the only reason I know it, because I have all this knowledge that I have access to, and you have access to it. And, you can read the Srimad Bhagavatam. This has all been done before. It's just a rerun. And the people that are doing all their plans and everything, they don't know it, that they're just being used by the Almighty to accomplish a deeper plan. It's already been prophesied in the Srimad Bhagavatam, in Chaitanya Lila, in the Bible, the Old Testament and the New Testament. There is going to be a new world order, and it's going to be ordered where this is the first fruits of it. We don't need Big Brother out there, do we? See? So Big Brother is, you get a bona fide spiritual master if you need a little help to get over this illusion here. See? And they act as Big Brother. See, big spiritual brother, that's the idea. Chapter 1 here of the Adi Lila on the spiritual master. Most people need a little help from Big Brother. Otherwise, Big Brother government is out there, right? Janine, did you ever see George Orwell's 1984? Or did you hear about it? Yeah?
I heard about it. I haven't read it so far. It's on my list.
Yeah. So anyway, they got a Big Brother character in there, and it's the TV. See? So that's for the masses. Their Big Brother is so funny. That movie is old. And it's exactly what happened. Big Brother is the mass media and the TV and now the internets and all of that with the mass medias and the TV, the programs. See, programs. All this stuff it's amazing when you really go in it. You see programs. What is a program? You're getting a program? Yeah, you're getting program. The TV is you see TV programs. You think it's just random, haphazard? No, they got program. They got things inside they're putting in your subconscious, obey, follow, all kinds of stuff going in there, so that's Big Brother. That's the government. And it's not like it's bad per se. It's the masses are like that. We're built to be under authority. We're built that way. See, so as you're evolving, the less you need that kind of authority of that kind of government. And some people are feeling it. That's why you see people are rebelling. They say, well, I don't need this kind of government. God, look at you guys. You got all these motives, and you got some, a lot of these people are lining their pockets, these government workers, right? And they're ripping people off. And so it's not, see, people, that's another thing. In this world, people get corrupted by the opulences of the world. When you get a position as a politician that you have some authority over people, I don't know if anybody's had this, but I've had plenty of, well, not plenty, I never had a particular job, but I've had people where I've had like in the workplace, you have these persons, they're given a management position and they become tyrants. They get corrupted by the position. They don't treat you nice. Just all this. I used to go out crying when I had a real tyrannical manager once, owner. I was like, ugh. But anyway, people get corrupted by opulences in the world. And we're meant to be under authority. And so our authorities are never perfect in this world. And it's just set up like that. And especially when the demoniac take over, when they're more in control. See, this is all you learn in the Bhagavatam. You learn how the demigods and the demons are the controllers of the universe. And sometimes the demigods are in control. Demigods are the good people. They, organic, save the whales and stuff like that. They're good people. Good, they're good but not perfect. And then the demons, they're the ones who are the tyrants. They come in, it's like might is right. They just like, hey, if we can lie, if we can cheat you into submission, deceive you, then you deserve it. That's their mood. You know, if you can't see that, we're, by hook or crook, we're going to take over type thing. So we got all these things going on here. And in the midst of it, the Lord is always thinking of our welfare. His devotees also, the big brothers are like Jesus Christ. See? They come here. They know the will of the Lord, right? They come here to teach us how to get back into that relationship with God. And it's through the big brother. And that's why the more clear principle to clarify in Christianity, the more clear principle is in this line. It tells you need a bona fide spiritual master. You need somebody that's actually in a very intimate, deep relationship with the Lord to help you. See, the Lord uses them to teach others how to also get into that relationship, or to protect those that are in that relationship from this heavy energies in this world. That's always trying to block you from that relationship, always trying to deviate you from it in very tricky ways. And a lot of devotees, they need some help, do that. I mean, that's when I started teaching, I noticed that, because people are coming here and they're devotees from previous lives just naturally. And this is helping them. They have like a little big brother, to help them kind of keep things going, and then, but what's the ultimate objective? Is not for me to be a tyrant over people, is so that you can have a nice, deep relationship with the Lord that works and that stays strong, and that you can help others also get it. You can be a big sister, a big brother to others in this way. I mean, this is the pinnacle of human evolution. Is this what we're doing here? This is the greatest goal of life universally for everyone, whether they know it or not. This is what right now, this is what the world is trying to do. Is they want, see, the world is a little bit, they're trying to do it mechanically. You know what they want the big brother to be? They want to hook you. This cell phone. The cell phone is your big brother. They're starting with that. See, you notice you have AI, any information you need, you have a relationship. You notice they have dating services with AI. You can date some AI thing now. You can have, like, your other half can be the AI. They're doing a lot of movies where the AI is basically like a female or a male for you, and is like your partner, is your counselor. Well, yeah, but it'll never be perfect. See, because it's mechanical, and we're living beings, we're organic. And the big brother started with Jesus bringing us the big brother, the Holy Spirit. This is what binds us to the Supreme Lord. This keeps our consciousness in the spiritual dimension. This is the kind of information we need, and this is the information AI can't give us. Okay? Because it's just a machine, it's mechanical. Okay? So when the illusion that they're teaching is to be the big brother, is the government doesn't work very well. They want you to be hooked to AI and make you get a relationship with some machine thing to give you life, to give you help in this world, to be your helper. Like Jesus said, the Holy Spirit will be your helper, your counselor. You don't need a machine. These people pushing that stuff, the overlords, they don't believe in a God. They believe their gods. They believe the machine should be your God. I've been studying these guys, and this Klaus Schwab and this UL guy. He's the protege of him. And they think like that. They think, what is it? There's no God out there. No. We're the gods. And God is not going to come in the cloud. You're going to go in the cloud. That's their ideas. Yeah. Your God's going to be in the cloud, the computer cloud. So anyway, that's happening, and this is happening. At the same time, it's always like that. The real God, the real devotees appear in this world, and simultaneously the shadow appears. And some people chase the shadow. Some people chase that. They go and say, yeah, UL, yeah, Klaus Schwab, yes, yeah, hook me up to AI. You see a lot of movies right now. A lot of movies are now promoting, like the Marvel superheroes, the Titans, all these things, promoting for the children. You see what you can be, we'll hook you up and you can become a super person. See, all this stuff is not random or haphazard. It's all a plan of the illusion plan. See, but people have a choice. We say this, in a sense, I say the same thing. Hey, come here, learn here, and we'll hook you up with organically. You know, the spirit is already there. It's of God, you know, by God, and he's always knows the best thing. You know, he wants to help us in the best way and the way to forever. This other way never will work. And they're even going for trying to be immortal by all these devices, you know, making clones, clone bodies, you know, trying to upload consciousness into clouds and all kinds of crazy things. It's just the beginning. They're really getting to it, and they want to come in. Instead of just letting. I was watching this video today of what they're doing in the. They want to like take the children away from the parents now, and just, you know, just use your sperm or something, and ovaries, and then they want to put them in these little things, you know, that artificial wombs, and do everything in umbilical cord, artificial. See, this is their idea to improve upon nature. See, they're doing all kinds of stuff like this, but that's the shadow. But it's not necessary. Okay? That's all because they don't have real happiness. They're always searching, everybody. People that haven't found real happiness, they're always searching for it externally. Okay, maybe if we get more technology, then we'll be happy. If we get more control. Isn't that what they're doing? Like, you know, people that are in illusion, they're looking for more control to be happy. More money. It's not enough to be a billionaire. They need to be 10 billionaire, then 20, and then 30, now trillionaires. It's never enough. And they're always restless. But as Janine knows, because she's a devotee and will know more and more and more, and there are others coming here, is you find ultimate rest in God. When you're really, really, really in God, truly, and God is in you, that's it, man. You're finished in this universe. You don't need it. All you can do is help people here. Show them the real way, the narrow gate. Help them get out of this crazy place. You know, where nobody finds rest. I mean, I'm looking at these people. They're not peaceful at all. They still have high hopes in better technology, more control. More tracking and tracing, more control over everybody. They got to be on top. You got to be on the bottom for them to be happy. What kind of happiness is this? It's so low grade. It's so small-minded, and they think they're high-minded. You know, people who are in need, you know, God, the Lord God, the true Lord that we're all connected to, even those people, even though they're not understanding that. Everything is provided. Everything that's needed is there. You know, full fulfillment. And this is why I love this path, man. I've never found a path, a knowledge, a happiness inside that was like this, so deep and getting deeper all the time. And look at the friends we're getting here. Look at the, you know, I mean, I had no, you know, I thought I've always been a bit crazy, you know, because nobody, you know, everybody looks at me. What is it? Why are you crying, you know, when you worshiping God? You know, what is this? Yeah. It's religion. It's like that. And now nice people are coming, really pure-hearted people who really want a relationship with God. That's really important to them. My God, I feel, you know, when I'm chanting, I just feel so blessed to have people like you all here, like Janine and like Sachi and River and all you guys watching. Andromeda. Who else is here? Tom, Fonnie. Yeah. Amy. Yeah. All these. Fernando. Yeah, Fernando. Yeah, he's he's a great preacher, this Fernando. Man. Can't believe it how he preaches so nicely to people. And Raj Kumara is coming. Thank you for coming. Yeah. All right, so what else we got here? So, desiring to understand the glories of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him, she alone relishes through her love. See, this is true love. Loving God is true love, real pure love for God, for no other reason. Just when you fall in love with even a man and woman, and it's just, wow, I fell in love. Of course, it's kind of a bodily thing and personality thing, and that's what comes and goes, the oxytocin thing. But that's the reflection of true love. Can you imagine you get the true love? Well, that's what this is about. True love, my God, this love lasts forever. It never is put out. Can you imagine? Look at our love affairs in the world, man. Children, we love our children, then they grow up, right? Sometimes, and then if you get into something different than them, they may not like you anymore, especially if you get into this, at least for a while. Or your husband, you love your husband for a while, and then maybe you change your minds a little bit and you get a divorce. Or you love them for 80 years, and then they die, you die. Lamentation, right? But I love this kind of love, this love for God. Wow. It just goes on and on every day. Just falling in love with the Lord every day. That's why I love this. I love sharing this with people, man. Can you imagine sharing people getting a love that never dies, that nourishes us forever? We're all built for that universally, whether you're a demon or demigod, a good person, bad person. We all have the potential. See, I have the great privilege, to share with whoever wants it. Does this sound good to you, whoever you are, a good person, bad person? This Lord Caitanya, who we're connected to, wants to give it to anyone and everyone. Whoever will just accept it, whoever will come into this association, whoever will, be purified too. Of course, you come into this, you're gonna have some spicy things happen sometimes. But it's good practice to look beyond a lot of things, and just, keep going. Yeah, isn't it all about love? Isn't life all? I think everybody would agree love is the greatest thing in the world. And this love lasts forever. We show you what it looks like, and not just any kind of you ever see the people that go to church, oh, I love God. And then, there's something there. But this ecstatic love, see, this is the kind of love Jesus was talking about, that Lord Caitanya was talking about. See, Jesus said, you don't know who you're worshiping. He told the woman at the well. Did you read the Bible, Janine? Chapter 4, book of John? Book of John, he meets the woman at the well. You don't know. You think you got to go somewhere to worship God. You got to go up that mountain. You got to go to the Jerusalem or wherever, the Mecca or whatever, like the Muslims go to Mecca to worship God. Or you got to face that way, right? Do your prayers. And there's some kind of love there. There's something there. But Jesus wanted to bring, he knew that the Lord wants more closeness. And people don't know usually, but the Lord wants to show people how nice, how wonderful it is, how much more deeper happiness you can have being closer to the Lord. See, so that's why Jesus started. He said, the Lord's looking for worship in spirit and truth. Spirit is the Holy Spirit of devotion. It's in everybody waiting to be awakened. And it's even easier now than it was when Jesus was here. See, because this Lord Caitanya is the latest incarnation. It always makes it easier. Just like Jesus made it easier than Moses, right? Well, Lord Caitanya has made it even easier. Proof of people coming in the Sangha. You don't even have to fully surrender to Lord Caitanya or to what we're doing here. The Lord will give you rays and touch you and give you a taste. Like people giving out free samples. He does that here. Here's a sample of this devotion and hooks us. We go deeper, more, get more purified. Go deeper in this. And it goes on forever. Yeah. See, desiring to understand the glories of Radha's love. So this is the thing. Those who know the absolute truth the best depends on the depth of their love for that absolute truth. That's a universal principle. Even Jesus commented about Mary Magdalene, at least what I got from the movie. It just made perfect sense. She bursts into the room, not caring about her position or the position of the Pharisees, And she just loved Jesus, man, She just went down to his feet, kissed his feet, put oil on him, dried it with her hair. Tears pouring down her eyes. Such love for Christ. And Jesus noticed, he says, because of your love, see this pure love for the Son of God, was just awakened in her heart, Because of your love, all your sins are forgiven. Because of your love for the Son. Because of your love for the real representative of the Lord when they're here. See? All your sins are forgiven. It's the universal principle. That's the principle of the bona fide spiritual master. Lord Caitanya taught this principle. He had this pastime with Ramananda Roy and Maharaj Prataparudra, who was a great king. And he loved the Son of God. The Son of God was Ramananda Roy. He was one of these in the pastimes of Vrindavan. He was a son. Son of God, you think literally, yeah, that's true, son. But the Son, the radiance, the truth of that Lord here, Son. You need a son in this world, right? It's amazing how all these words are very deep. People only know them usually just superficially, but so deep. We need the Son in this world. The Son is the one that's connected to the Son, the original Son. You see that relationship. See, and then they radiate in this world and teach people because they radiate the real light. The real light needs to be brighter than the sun, even, because the sun cannot illuminate the darkness in the heart. Only the conclusive truth about who we are, what we are, gives us the right kind of illumination. Otherwise, we're kind of blindly walking through this world, even though we see, I see stuff. Yeah, I see the sun comes out and say, yeah, I see where I'm going, but really, do you? Or no, most people, they see but don't see. They hear but don't hear. Didn't Jesus say that? They're not awakened yet. Seeing is to see who you are. And to see who God is, and not it being a great mystery. That's what God, in the Bible, the definition of God is the great mystery. Oh yeah, it's just God. Yeah. Well, what does he look like? What is his characteristic? Oh, well, he's God, man. He's almighty. Well, that's a good start. But what else? He's all knowing. Oh, that's good, yeah. See, but if that's the depth of your love, you won't know the Lord that well, nor can you explain him. Okay? So that's why you see Krishna was even seen. Radha's love was so deep, and because of that love, look at the other qualities. See, the Lord desired to understand the glories of Radharani's love. See, this devotee Radha, she loved him so much. He thought, wow, I don't understand. Why does she love me so much? Okay? He wanted to know, this desire was there. Okay? The wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, because of her love is so strong and so unique, so unprecedented. She knew the qualities of the absolute truth to the extent that no one else knows. But that goes for all devotees. This is its style. If you have devotion that's very deep, and this is the problem, very few people have actually seen devotion of a devotee for God that is so extremely deep that within their bodies awakens all these extraordinary symptoms. That's a sign. Radharani had these kinds of extraordinary symptoms of crying, laughing, choking up because of this intimate and being, just so filled with bliss and all kinds of realizations. Not only her, but her girlfriends. Girlfriends are those related with her in that kind of depth of relationship. See, so this is the whole point of us sharing like this. I know it looks strange to most people in the world, but unless it's shown this kind of love, this is called Vrindavan, Vraj Bhakti, unless people see this extraordinary show of it, you won't be like Krishna was and thinking, hey, man, I want to know the glories of that love because these people look extremely happy. These people have an extraordinary understanding of the Supreme Lord that I never heard before or could even conceive of. My God, I can understand the scriptures even better. Well, that's the way it's supposed to be. Jesus even said, he said, the mark of a prophet is they can explain more deeply what has already been said before. And they can bring forth new, deep understandings. See? That's the revealed scriptures. Okay? If you're a real prophet, if you're really connected intimately with God, and when those kinds of persons are here, who else is here? The shadow. See, the truth is here. Truth will set you free. The truth has a mouth. The truth is made flesh. And simultaneously, the illusion is here also. The false prophets, the false acharyas, the false gurus, right? False means they are not really it, man. They're not via mediums for the spiritual potency, the transcendental manifestation of the Lord. Okay? So the game is to figure out what's what, who's who, and be on the team of the real empowered devotees. And then not only do you help yourself so much quicker, you help others also come onto the real path, get devotion, become liberated souls, and more than that, especially now because we have Lord Caitanya's revelations about the absolute truth, which they're the furthest extent of self-realization you can get, way beyond anything else being taught in this world. And even the Vaishnavas, who are like the Hare Krishnas and all of these big ecclesiastical organizations, and they actually think, most of them think they know so much about God because they have these scriptures. They don't understand them very deeply because their love is still small. And they're too proud usually to come and listen to us. They don't understand this principle. They're not like Krishna, thinking, wow, look at the glories of this love. Look at the happiness that these devotees experience because of the strength and the power of their love. Look at the understanding they get because of that power of that love, that depth of that love, that devotion. See? The beginners never think like they're not ready for this. They become very proud. Anyway, that's beginners. Beginners of religion. What are you going to do? What did Jesus say? I have sheep in many different folds. In other words, those who are ready to move on, those who are actually taught by God that are more devotees, they're a little bit more than beginners. They know, and the Lord leads them to the right place. So they can deepen their devotion and be protected. This is Maya's strong stuff, man. A lot of envious, jealous people in the world. Even people, the Lord's very merciful here in our Sangha. People even have jealousies and all kinds of stuff sometimes still here, but there's still shelter. Don't worry. I have my, I can deal with that. Maybe you guys can't deal with it all the time with each other, but I can deal with it. It's my job description. Because a lot of even though you may have some of these things, which is natural being in the world, Lord Caitanya is very merciful, and he wants, if you just, he's reduced the price. It's not even full surrender here. If you just like what we're doing here and you want to learn, you want to see, if you're curious even, to see is the real truth here that you're looking for, the Lord is he'll help you, will help you. And if some of my students can't help because they need more purification, I'll help you. We'll try to get everybody through. Yeah. Any questions? Any comments? What about you, Janine? Any comments or questions?
No questions so far. But, yeah.
Let me put my microphone up more, maybe. Okay, go ahead there, Jeannie.
I'm just happy that I've got the possibility to be here and to learn from all of you. And
you're happy to be here, you said?
yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm very happy that you're happy to be here. It's great.
Referring to Christianity, as you said before, it was just, I never felt so deep connected to God before, or to the Lord, as when I had been here. It was just when going to a church, and there was always some missing pieces, yes, the relationship was not really there. You knew it was there, but not you. I never really felt it. And this was just the first time I experienced when I came here, when I chanted and listened. And that's a whole new experience.
That's the way it's supposed to be, that's a sign. That's why, if you're in touch with the Lord, you'll feel, is it really working? Is this a deepening experience? Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. See, this is the path of attraction. Yeah. Sometimes people come here and they got some stuff going on inside, and they go, I'm not going to come. I don't want to be in this. And I said, well, you're lost. I mean, we're just here for you. If you're attracted, And then if you come to some tough spots, it's like, well, it's a test for you. It's an opportunity to get purified and go deeper, because a lot of times there's things that are, that's kind of a sign of your love for God. Yeah, it's, And then when you get through this, like for me, it's like, wow, man, used to have people here that are dedicated to the truth. It's, it's kind of rare. There's a lot of people. Yeah, anyway, there's all kinds of people in the world, and there's sincere people, but we have our little group here. And so I really treasure who the Lord attracts here. I think, wow, this is great. And this really quality people, quality hearts. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Anything? What else? River, you want to say something? You want to share something with us?
Your voice today has made me put me in a trance.
Oh,
Your
really?
voice, yes. No, I can listen to what you're saying, and now it's more like it's my experience, and it's a natural experience now. Before it was like far away, but now it's a real experience. Again, I was watching your classes from before 2019, 18, and you were saying the same thing then. I didn't really, it sounded really great up here. It sounded really great. But I didn't really know it. And with you being with us every day, you've made it come real. It's actually become real. And it's because you're here with us, and you are our big brother. You help us and support us and guide us through, like a big brother would do. And that's what you've done for us, and you constantly do that for us. Raj, that's really all I wanted to say. I wanted to ask you if you could just speak about Balaram's. Can I read it to you?
But which Balaram?
Balaram, David Balaram Fox Das.
Okay, just tell me first what is it? What's the idea?
He's kind of, I think he's talking about separation, because he seems to think that the Lord's love is deluding. But when we go through separation, it seems to be like that, but that just drives us closer to him.
Okay.
That is what he's saying. And he's got a sad face, actually.
Go ahead, read it. Yeah, I'll check it out.
It's on here, actually. I can see it on here. It's actually, but if Krishna withholds his love from the devotees, it makes you hanker for it even more. I'm miserable for this love, but always it seems to elude me, pass me by.
Say that again. Read that. I had to do something here.
Okay. But if Krishna withholds his love from the devotees, it makes you hanker for it even more. I'm miserable for this love, but always it seems to elude me, pass me by. Because that's like separation, but it's not. Because in separation, it's like it's not there. It's like Krishna's not there, but he's there actually quite a lot. And it increases love. It increases the love. It does. When it passes us by, it's just like a temporary thing, isn't it? It's just temporary, really, because in separation, it just shows how much we want Krishna. Are we going to go through this test?
It's individual. It's individual. For him, this is good. That's the whole point. Is if you see this devotees that have this kind of love awakened, and then you hanker for it, you also want it. That's great, because eventually you'll get it, and that's just kind of how it works. And if you don't see it, you won't hanker for it. It's like you don't even know it exists. So you got to at least see it exists, and that's why people show. I mean, that's why Lord Caitanya showed it. Yeah.
He feels a bit invisible here and a little bit ostracized here. But I feel, he said that I feel a bit invisible here. I feel that his false ego is being destroyed, because sometimes people are, they live on the false ego that makes them feel something, but it's being destroyed here. And that's a great place to be, in that vulnerability. It's a nice place to be. To receive more of Krishna.
Well, David, and anybody else that has, when you first come like that, if you have, that's the purification. is you probably get some juice on being seen. So you want to be visible. So, but that's that's like you want attention, you want people to acknowledge you, which is normal. It's natural. It's human, man. But then again, you're moving into a level of divinity where there's a whole nother way of being. And that's why the purification is you're going to confront that. That's like a hero's journey. You got to confront this desire for acknowledgement, desire to be seen, to be maybe a teacher, to be important. So these are normal for human beings because they get energy and life from that. But if you're going to be, by being here, you're going to go through, this is the test of, this is like a one-way trip. You go through the purification and then your life turns around and your mentality turns around. Now you just want to see Krishna. You're not caring about being seen or being important. You don't get juice from that. You get juice from seeing Krishna, being closer to the Lord. So you become anchoring like that. So this is a purification, and it's not uncommon. A lot of people go through that here. It's an issue that many have because we're human. We come from the human experience, and we're used to getting life this way. You come in here, you're going to get light. You're going to get life from that Lord, and that life is better because then you get all these things. Like for me, people give me praise now. And oh, you're Bhaktivedanta. Oh, you're a spiritual. Oh, you're Acharya the all these things. But I'm not like looking like, oh, I'm getting light. Oh, like, wow, look at me. Type. It's not. It's because my life just comes from knowing more about God. See, I get juice from that. I get life from that. It's pure. There's purity in that. It keeps my heart clean. See? That's why this guru, that people say, who made you? Well, actually, I have the authorization of Prabhupada and Krishna to do this job. And I didn't even ask for it. I just was, I was just happily, doing what I'm doing here now publicly alone. And then things spontaneously started to take shape like this. People come in, they wanted to hear, learn. And then Prabhupada and Krishna came to confirm that this is in the cards, this is destiny. And look, people are coming, they're becoming eternally liberated souls. Matter of fact, this is so important of a teaching that people are making like tremendous spiritual progress in such a short time that even the gurus can believe it. The contemporary gurus out, they can't believe this because the more I'm in this, the more I see, this is a very rare thing and very, good fortune for me and good fortune for the world. I feel we're all very fortunate. This is, because people are making tremendous spiritual progress here. I mean, I hear the testimony. Look at all the testimonies you got from people. Yeah. Okay. Sachi, what do you got to say? Why don't you give us a word here, Sachi?
Well, while we're on this topic, about, I would say that what I've noticed for myself is that it doesn't matter what people say about me anymore. I mean, it doesn't hurt my feelings.
Wow, that's great.
That's a big deal. My boss even said, why aren't you working over there with those three? And I said, I couldn't get through to them. They didn't hear what I had to say. I'm not needed. And she goes, did that hurt your feelings? And I go, no. So that right there feels real good.
Yeah. Well, that's how how people get manipulated. They make you feel bad. It weakens you.
So I want to say that relate to what Balaram's saying, and he's on that road. He's on to that road to where it doesn't matter what other people say, or even how we feel. We just feel I feel my feelings very, very deeply. And I'm getting to the where it's like, okay, it's just a feeling, getting through it. I feel it so deeply. I want to escape. I want to go to another planet, anything. But then I just realized this is life. We'll get there. We are there. We're lucky to have this right here.
Yeah, and gradually those feelings will turn into loving Krishna, and then those are the ones. See that Krishna's teaching you the ras of the feelings for things and objects in the world. They come with an edge. They don't really feel as good as you used to think they did. This is the edge. And when you see people actually loving God, this is you wanted that bond. This bond is the greatest boon for anybody who gets loving feelings for the spiritual Lord. And those are pure feelings, purifying feelings, empowering feelings. These others, it's like an iron-like experience. It's a ras also. There's loving people in the world, and they're and loving objects and things. This is all part of the illusion, the maya, the temporary. See? To love the permanent is the teaching. This is the big brother thing, big sister thing, is to help people really get deep in that, where that becomes your lifestyle, that becomes your new life, your life and soul, and then you're with that forever. That's why people coming here, they're fewer, because it's a one-way trip. You gotta want this. Yeah, you got to see. Oh, yeah.
And he's also right around the corner, Balaram, of getting a really nice experience too.
Yeah.
For me, they only last like less than a minute, but they come very occasional, but it's really wonderful experience of connection with God, and don't need anything else.
Yeah. Even a drop is empowering, and you always remember it. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Thank you. Okay. So I'll go to another verse. Okay, I offer my obeisance. This is text number 14. I offer my obeisances unto the Supreme Lord Krishna, who is non-different from his feature as a devotee, devotional incarnation, devotional manifestation, pure devotee, and devotional energy. See, so this is the connection people need to make in this world when they're ready to be elevated to the spiritual platform. See, the Lord is non-different from these different qualities, from these different manifestations. One is the devotee, is the spiritual master, if they're real. If you're actually a representative of the transcendental Lord, there'll be the two terms are very similar: Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. You'll be a manifestation of that in this world. And the Vaishnava lingo is Sat, Chit, and Ananda. It's the same terminology, just different terminology, but the same meaning. See, unless you're a real son of God, that means the Holy Spirit is alive in you. See, Spirit. And the Father is there because of the depth of the spiritual love. That loving Spirit gives you the proper understanding and revelation and knowledge about the absolute eternal truth. See? So that's why the bona fide spiritual master is the Son of God in this world. And they're the Son of God in this world because devotion is awakened in a mature stage. and they have the right, proper revelation of the Lord, the absolute truth. And it depends on, what revelation you get. It depends on what lineage you're in. If you're amongst the Christians, you get a certain understanding of the Lord coming through that lineage. If you're in this Vaishnava lineage, you get a certain understanding of that transcendental Lord. Now, here's the kicker. In Christianity, generally, people, they actually need more association and more teaching, because the Bible and the words there, they've been hacked by the editors. They've never been, not necessarily so pure-hearted. See? And so they need some help. They need a living role model, would be nice. As they call that shiksha guru. Even if you have some love awakened for God, to get that into a more mature state, to perfect your devotional worship, shiksha is needed. That means a living teacher, living, alive in a body, can talk to you. And the same thing in the Vaishnava line, see, where we have these scriptures from the Vaishnavas, they even more need shiksha, because most of them have not been awakened yet. None of the gurus have not been. Most of them that I've seen have not been awakened yet. So they don't even know the ways of the spirit, but they have the books. So we're like a very important, how they call a clog, like a gear in a system to make it work, very important gear. And even Jesus they used him as in the analogy, he was the foundation stone of building this house of God. He was like the foundation. So our Sangha is very foundational to the expansion of the understanding of the supreme absolute truth in this world. For actually anyone and everyone. Anyone can come here. A Muslim can come here. A Christian can come here. A Vaishnava can come here. A worldly person can come here. A thief can come here. Person. The Illuminati can come here. Whoever the Lord leads here will find the real shelter, a deepening. If they're really looking for truth, they'll find it here. They'll perfect it here. Oh, Lalita. All right. Lalita's here. Oh, Lalita. Beautiful Lalita.
Sorry, I fell asleep, Guru Maharaj.
Give us a word, Lalita.
Well, I fell asleep, Guru Maharaj. I'm so sorry. I missed the first part of class. It's evening here, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's late.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep.
No
but I
problem.
will watch rerun. I will watch. Hi, Janine. Nice to see you.
Do you know Janine? Did you talk with her?
I saw her in the test. I see her now. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, you haven't talked with her.
No, not yet. No.
Not yet. Yeah.
We will.
Yeah. We're getting that. I love the way Krishna works here. Huh? It's great. Just people just dropping in just at the right, right time.
Please send me a friend request, because I don't know your complete name. So.
Oh yeah. I think it's on the. Is this? Oh yeah, complete name. Yeah. So do that. Maybe I'll put her. Let's see if I can figure out how to do the profile. I'll put it in the 18 thing, maybe.
Oh yeah, good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody will want to be your Facebook friend.
Yeah. But remember, some devotees are a bit spicy, so you gotta.
Janine Wise. Wise.
Wise.
With a German S. Yeah. Okay. Try to find it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, you know what? I think that's good enough because it's getting late over here for my lunchtime, and you guys it's late over there for you guys. I started a little bit late. I've already been here an hour and a half. That's good. Hey, thanks, Janine, for coming on again today. We got it working. It's great. Yeah, yeah. That's great. Yeah. Thanks, Sachi and Lilita and River for coming on. Thank you in the audience there, the spectaculars. You guys are not just spectators; you're spectaculars. Spectaculars. Okay, so let's play the song and then we'll. Speaking of suns, let's do the sun again. I was getting a lot of realizations listening to this song.
Here comes the sun. It's alright. Darling, little darling, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Little darling, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Sun, 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 here we come. 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 Darling, darling, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright.
Haribo!